What up? This is Rama Screen, covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new TV animated special, Entergalactic. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, ring that bell, so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. Let's rock this. It's so weird calling this one a TV special, but that's what they insist on labeling it, when it is actually, essentially, a movie. I mean, what else would you call a 90-minute feature? But just to give you a bit of context, this project was originally conceived as a series, meaning it was supposed to have multiple episodes, and the idea is for Entergalactic to serve as some kind of a musical accompaniment to Kid Cudi's upcoming new album of the same title, Entergalactic, which also debuts on the same exact day, this coming Friday. But somewhere along the way, they're like, you know what? Let's just release this as just one content and call it a TV special. And so here we are. Look, I can't speak about the album since I don't listen to Kid Cudi's music, but I will say this about this new TV special. Entergalactic is fresh, colorful, wild, and trippy. It's a visually mind-boggling psychedelic love story that's also funny, poetic, and hella deep. But let's keep it real. It's also an advertisement or self-promotional, because I'm guessing the songs featured in this are the same songs from the new album. So yeah, at times Entergalactic also feels like a string of Kid Cudi music videos. But you know what? The lyrics fit the journey at hand of Jabari and Meadow just having an out-of-this-world romantic experience, and it's irresistibly sweet. Written by Ian Edelman and Maurice Williams and directed by Fletcher Moles and executive produced by Kid Cudi and Kenya Barris. In Entergalactic, a young artist named Jabari attempts to balance love and success. Finding the latter brings Jabari a step closer to the former when moving into his dream apartment introduces him to his new neighbor, photographer it girl Meadow. An explosion of art, music, and fashion, Entergalactic takes place in the only city that can handle all three, New York. Voice starring Scott Kid Cudi Mescudi, Jessica Williams, Timothée Chalamet, Ty Dolla $ign, Laura Harrier, Vanessa Hudgens, Christopher Abbott, Jaden Smith, Keith David, and Macaulay Culkin. Maybe it's just me, but the animation in Entergalactic kinda reminds me a lot of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And the goal was to make the characters and the world surrounding them feel as if they jump straight out of the comic book pages, which fits the shoe since Jabari is a comic artist. And throughout this TV special, Jabari's creation, Mr. Rager, would come to life abruptly, suddenly, and randomly to add that layer of comedy. But yeah, the animation here is imaginative and limitless, and it takes Jabari and Meadow's montages to all kinds of unexpected places. I really like the supporting characters that make up Jabari's entourage. Hell, even former child star Macaulay Culkin is here. But it's Oscar nominee Timothée Chalamet who steals the scenes as the voice of Jabari's weedhead, opinionated friend Jimmy, who is the most hilarious of them all. The way these guys examine love ranges from simplistic to surprisingly profound. The only thing I'm not buying is that all these characters seem to be conveniently well off. Yes, New York is magical, but it's also super costly. So the idea of a comic book artist and a photographer living in their own respective fancy apartments without any roommates has got to be an incredibly rare sight in the Big Apple these days. My criticism about Entergalactic, other than it keeps going into a music video mode every other 5 minutes, is that the third act feels a bit flimsy, as if the script doesn't quite know how to put the genie back in the bottle once the conflict arises. The way that it reaches its conclusion is weak and shoddy and broad. So, while in terms of love story, Entergalactic may not necessarily be groundbreaking nor perfect, and some of you may end up fast-forwarding through the songs, which I don't blame you, but overall, I still enjoy this multicolored, spaced out, fireworks collision of two faded souls.